Superlek might look like a traditional Muay Thai kicker, but if you study him closely, he's actually fighting like a boxer. His elbows, his jab, even his kick is all built on boxing logic. Here's how the kicking machine turns footwork, feints, and fight IQ into pure domination. Let's start with his stance. Superlek has two basic stances. First is his defensive stance. This is where he starts most fights in order to safely gather information about his opponent. His hands are up high, his shoulders are pretty square, and his feet are narrow with his back foot flat. Now his weight is neutral and more in the back leg. This allows him to teep and check kicks faster. Now when he starts attacking, he'll go into an offensive stance where his feet are wider and his weight is more in his lead foot. He'll have his back heel raised, and this turns his rear leg into a spring, allowing him to kick faster or explode forward. In both of these stances, his chin will be tucked behind his lead shoulder and his hands will be up around his temple. Now these two stances are his home base, but he is constantly adjusting his foot and hand position depending on what attack he's going to throw. His base is solid, but how he moves around in it is what makes him dangerous. He'll use the traditional Muay Thai footwork, taking small steps, always leading with the foot in the direction he's moving, but there are a few key things he does differently. To close distance fast, he'll push off his back foot and move both feet forward. When he does this multiple times in a row, it turns into a gallop. And moving out of range, he'll dash backwards by pushing off his lead leg, and this dashing movement is why he'll sometimes choose to have a bouncier stance, because this allows him to dash in and out of range faster. Now all of Superlek's footwork is used to manage distance, but he combines that with probing attacks to keep the fight at the distance he wants. His probing strikes will be jabs, low kicks, or teeps, and he'll throw these while mixing in feints to keep his opponent guessing and to expose their defensive habits. Now before we break down his top knockout setups, we need to take a look at his kick, because nobody else kicks like this. It's not like the traditional Muay Thai kick that's similar to swinging a bat, but instead it's more like a whip. He throws his kick without fully extending his hips through the target, and this makes it way faster and harder to defend. He'll also get his head off the center line when he throws it as well, and if he misses, he'll turn the kick into a side kick or a hook kick to stop the opponent from countering. This attack may get him to win decisions, but when it comes to dropping opponents, he has another two main setups. Like a boxer, 90% of Superlek's power attacks come off of the jab. He'll throw a double jab outside of range while he's moving forward and then deliver a power attack from his right side. Now depending on what the opponent does, this could be knees, elbows, a kick, or a punch, but it's all set up by closing distance and distracting the opponent with the jab. This next setup is actually more of a trap, and he uses it to punish aggressive opponents. This is the straight elbow. He'll throw this elbow from his guard with his lead or rear side, and he'll aim to split through the middle of the opponent's defense. Now Superlek will time his opponent and throw it while they're moving forward, and this doubles the power of the strike. But the most underrated thing about Superlek isn't his attacks, it's his defense. It looks like it shouldn't work, but it does. He uses unorthodox head movement that's the perfect blend of instincts and technique. To defend punches, he just ducks under them. He'll lean forward and tuck his head down while crowding space, and sometimes he'll combine this with a long guard or a high guard. He'll use the movement to either go into a clinch or he'll fully weave under the punch. But like every professional fighter, the best defensive move he has is stepping back out of range, and this is how he defends kicks. Low kicks, he'll pull his leg out of range, and head or body kicks, he'll just lean back. Now if he can't get out of range in time, then he'll check the kick or double arm block. If the opponent tries to teep, he'll parry it off to the side, causing them to be off balance. What's important about his defense is the mentality of it. A lot of times he just throws technique out the window and instinctively moves away from the strike. He doesn't care if it's technically wrong or if it looks bad, he just defends any way he can. His mindset is what makes him great. If he lands an attack and the opponent doesn't defend it, he'll spam it. He'll do it over and over again until they figure out how to stop it. He also changes his style depending on what type of fighter he's against. Heavy punchers will get elbows and counters, tall fighters will get body work, and pressure fighters will get teeps. He doesn't rely on one identity. He adjusts and forces you into his game. Now if you guys wanted to dive deeper and get drills that teach you these exact moves, feel free to join our community where we break this down step by step.